All right, second attempt. So my bees had a ton of extra food in their frames or in their hives, like way too much. Um, so a lot of this stuff is last year's honey, and they're bringing in a lot of nectar. But the problem is they're backfilling the brood area. As soon as like a freaking bee hatches, they're packing it full of freaking nectar, and the queen had nowhere to go. So pull frames, added some drawn comb, so the queen has a place to you know make lay babies. And I put a bunch of just plain foundation in there because you know what? If they're getting nectar, I'm going to put them to work and get them to draw some foundation. Because quite frankly, I'm not concerned about honey this year. I'm more concerned about like going forward, having comb, having um, more colonies. Honey is a byproduct. You know, I'm more concerned about the bees, less concerned about the honey. So anyway, we're going to use everybody's favorite Chinesian product, Vevor, the Vevor honey extractor. This little fella works great. I tell you what, for the money, you can't beat it. So I even washed it. So what we're gonna do? Give me a second here. I apologize. I'm here. I promise. I haven't left you all. All right. So like to set this thing up, it's super duper easy. It has a what do you call this fitting? I can't remember the name of that fitting. Anyway, easy peasy. It's got 3 legs. We're not using the legs because we're doing 4 frames. It'll do 2 deeps at a time or 4 mediums. But we're just gonna just let it rip on the ground here, you know? Ain't no sense in setting it all up just for a little bit like that. But you know, I figured y'all might like a little bee gear porn, you know? So you line this little thing up. I wish I could remember the name of this thing. The joint. Okay. And then we just got to put this screw in the hole. Neat. There we go. Got it. Like I said, this thing wasn't very expensive. It was like $100 and some bucks, but I tell you what, it was under 200. I know that, but it is well worth it compared to because like previously, I didn't have an extractor, so like I just squished my comb, and it sucks because then you don't have a comb for your bees going forward. You know, this looks like old. You know. So yeah, easy peasy. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go on the ground because if I move my cable to the camera, it goes to shit, and then I lose my string. We're gonna do this on the ground like back in the olden days. Let me go grab a board to do this on. Really easy peasy. Okie dokie. Sorry about that. I had to look for a hammer. There was like 50, but I couldn't find it. Okay, so I got a board. It's got a nail in it. So what I'm going to do is these over here. All the nail does is just like lets it bite into the frame so it doesn't slip around and stuff when you're cutting it. This is easy peasy. You just get the knife. Usually I have like a bucket of hot water that I'll soak it in between cuts, but I'm only doing 4, so all you have to do is just run it down the side. Yeah, this is definitely last year's comb because it's kind of dry. Yeah, it's definitely older honey. Spin it around to the other side. You know, they got all those fancy like hot knives and things. You don't need that crap. This works perfectly fine. Like I said, I need drawn comb more than I need this honey in that hive. So, like I said, I'm not a jerk. I'm not taking your. All right, so this is your little scratcher. It's just exactly that. All you want to do is break the cap on the honey. I want to get one of those like little rolly things. But yeah, it just needs to be broken, like the little seal, so that way it will come out when you spin it. Like if it wasn't so dry, you can usually get underneath it and like pull it like that. But like this is, like I said, this is old honey. It overwintered in the hive. I wonder if it ages like wine. Or does it just get cholera? Well, the bees are going to get a treat tonight when I put this back on the hive. I'm kind of upset though, because like I have hardly any pollen at all in my hive. Like hardly any. Oh, yeah, this stuff's hard. Like real hard. Definitely last year's wax. All right, so pretty self-explanatory. There's 2 holes or 2 slots for big frames. You want to make sure you orient it correctly because I can't remember which way. Let's find out which way it spins first. Coop, we're going to need a extension cord. You're right. Oh, never mind. Literally, there's an outlet right here. I'm special. All right. Oh no. Oh yeah, we need to get it. Something's wrong. So it's spinning that way. So the honeycomb, you probably can't tell on the camera. So like this is the top, it faces up. Like it comes up at an angle. So being as it spins that direction, we want the comb to face that way. That way? Is this right? Man, am I overthinking this? Yes, I am. No, that way. That way, yeah. We want it facing that way. We'll know in a second when it doesn't work. For the record, the whole like cutting the comb is super enjoyable. Like, it's very satisfying. If you ever get the opportunity to do this, you will love it. So yeah, I go up to get the top part. Oh, this honey is not going to be good, I bet. Who am I kidding? Oh, honey tastes amazing. So like the bees will totally fix this frame too. It's pretty freaking cool. Like it's pretty impressive how like good of a job they do cleaning things up and fixing it. Like I had rats moths. This screwed this frame all kinds of ways up. Like it looked disgusting. I put it in the hive and like went back like probably like a week later. The thing you would never know. It looked beautiful. They are masters of construction. I wonder if they're union. Scratch, 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 scratch. So when you're scratching, you don't have to go like super crazy. All you got to do is just break that seal. All right, let's put this one in here and we'll give her some spins. It takes about 10 minutes for like a couple frames. You want to start off slow, give it a minute, and then after it's been spun for a little while, then you want to like switch it up and put. What's happening? What's happening? There we go. It has a little safety switch. I had to like delete it. So like I bring it up to like 50% and let it run for a little bit. Then I'll kick it up in a few minutes, you know. You don't want to like go. You don't want to stick the beans to it immediately. Not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. By the way, I'm not dirty as paint. I promise. I just actually got out of the shower. We're going to kick it up a little bit. Check and make sure I'm doing it the right direction. Okay, I am. I said I like to like run up to about 75% for just a second. Okay, like so now what I'm going to do is stop it. I'm going to flip it over. It's all about balancing it. You're a little finicky. Flip it over. And then we can slowly bring up the speed and then put the beans to it. I hope I flipped that over correctly. I don't remember. Put the beans to it now. I let it run for about 5 minutes or so at each side. It's not very exciting, you know. Guess we can do the next comb. Get it ready. You want to make sure it's kind of balanced too. Like you don't want like one to be like super heavy and the other one not to be. So I think I figured out the source of my nectar flow. I think it's the maple trees. I went for a little walk in the woods, and it seems to be the only thing that's blossoming. That and some other tree that I have no idea what it is. That's definitely old honey there. I probably left way too much on there for them over winter, you know. But I was cautious. I was afraid, scared. I have a habit of cutting into the wood. Need to work on that. Oh yeah, that honey is aged for sure. As long as I wish I would just save. I wish I could have saved it for the bees. Because I have a feeling I'm not gonna like it. I mean, it's probably gonna taste fine, but like, you know, it's real crystallized in there. So much stickiness. All right. We're going to spin this over. I'm going to go the other direction for a while again. All right. I'm missing spots. Let me see if I miss any spots on the other side. Yeah, a little bit. All right, we're going to let this mince some more on the same side because there's still more in here. Whoa. Whoa. Well, I think y'all get the drift of it. I'm going to sign off and do other things. So you all have a good night, a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing and liking or disliking. That is an option. You're totally allowed to dislike my channel. I won't hold it against you. Take care.